Shocker, fat people ask for drug to lose weight.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm gonna play devil's advocate for you here. What is more likely to happen? All of America just suddenly becomes more disciplined, or you create a drug that instantly stops one of the biggest health risks in the country? That's kind of my thought with Ozempic of like, we kind of created this problem for ourselves. We're not willing to fix it. This is the thing that's gonna solve our problem.
You have to ask yourself, you have to have a real hard talk with yourself. Is this something that I can control and I just don't want to? Or does a doctor tell me, hey, you're literally so fat that your body will go on autopilot and you'll just eat? That's where it's like, okay, yeah, you have my blessing to do it, we'll use this. But then again, so where this happens, it can become a problem. The weight's going down, great, I don't have to do anything else.
So there's that negative effect to discipline in it, in that you lose even more of the discipline that you should have been doing.
Correct. So this is again where I have a hard time with it, because now we're feeding into a bad habit that we already have.
So here's what I'm gonna once again play devil's advocate.
Please, this is more fun.
For a man, let's take a man. When your body pushes over the 20 to 25% body fat, you stop going from filling your fat stores to multiplying your fat stores. When somebody has gotten overweight to a certain point, their hunger is irrationally higher than somebody like ours. So it's hypocritical for us to be like, well, why can't you control yourself? Because we don't have that same hunger drive.
Yes,
You
and
think
that's
so?
why I'm allowing it for a stepping stone. Do you think if somebody was used to eating 5,000 calories a day, do you think that if they ate 1,200 calories a day, do you think they would die?
Ooh, probably. I would say probably. I think it would stress your system too much.
I think it would too.
Yeah.
What happens if you go from 2,000 to 1,200?
It wouldn't be that crazy.
Okay, so we can go from 5,000 to 4,200, right?
Yeah.
That wouldn't be too bad, right? And then 4,200 to 35?
That would be a pretty massive jump. You would need to go to a maintenance block, I would say.
That's what you're saying, it's possible.
Yes, but hypothetically, say if you have 10 fat stores, and so you get 10 hunger every time you eat. Whenever we eat really fat, say we have 20 fat stores instead. So as soon as we deplete those fat stores and go into a deficit, we're not losing any fat stores, so we're still gonna have 20 hunger no matter what.
Correct.
So the further we lower our calorie deficit, the more and more hunger we're gonna get. So where does that point come where it's like, I've been doing this forever, and the more I do it, the harder every single day of my life gets?
Building muscle. Because if you think about it, you have those extra fat stores. So either
Yeah.
they're gonna stay there or they're gonna have to be replaced with something else.
Can fat stores be eliminated? I know they can be depleted, but they can be removed without external.
I would just say, in my opinion,
So I'm gonna be honest, Austin gave me a really long explanation that was really hard to source. So I'm gonna clip it down and just give you my own findings. So editor Noah, which is me, has an easier time. So based on my research, I found that fat cells can be created, but they cannot be destroyed without outside intervention. So that means that fat cells will always produce ghrelin, which is that hunger hormone that we're talking about. However, weightlifting and moderate to heavy exercise does tend to suppress ghrelin production, while increasing production of hormones that promote satiety, meaning that sense of fullness. So with that said, which side of the road do you find yourself on?